Bedlam, meaning chaos and disorder, comes from the name of a mental hospital in England, the Bedlam Royal Hospital, where in the 18th century the nobility would regularly pay decent amounts of money to go in, wander around the asylum, and look at the lunatics for the purposes of entertainment.
Yeah, so Bedlam is quite an apt title for Nick Spencer's new ongoing series for Image, seeing as how one of the central themes is madness as entertainment. Now, the madness in this takes the form of a serial killer called Madder Red, who is very, very mad.
And very, very entertaining.
Yeah, well,
I've got to say, I feel it's a bit horrific to say, given that this comic starts off with an auditorium full of people that he's slaughtered, but Madder Red is very charismatic and weirdly endearing.
Yeah, I also found him incredibly terrifying, but also, yes, quite entertaining.
It's the way he talks more than anything else, I think, you know, and I will tell people here, this is a very dialogue-heavy comic.
It is.
There's a lot of talking. Red will go on at length about anything that comes across his mind, but it's always either funny or thought-provoking. He's like the Stephen Fry of multiple murderers.
It's an interesting comparison. I'm not sure how Mr. Fry would like that, but you know, still, I think the comparison that most people probably get though is to the Joker.
Yeah.
You know, his flamboyance, his kind of grand theatrical escapades, right down to trademark goons.
Yeah.
He also has a superhero nemesis.
Yeah, and I can see the character similarity.
Yeah.
I do know what you're saying. They do play with that Batman Joker paradigm early on with his nemesis, the First, who is only actually named once. Or referred to once in the whole comic, and only really shows up for a very short period of time.
He disappears quite quickly.
And that's a really intelligent way that Spencer's gone with this, is that if this was just another superhero, supervillain face-off, then yeah, Madder Red could very well seem to be just a very well-written rip-off. But there's more to this story.
There certainly is. All this murder and mayhem and craziness has actually happened in the past. We're shown it in these kind of stark flashback scenes of black, white, and red. It's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Madder Red has actually now been rehabilitated. How that's happened, well, we don't really quite know. All we know that it's got something to do with a kind of creepy character called the Good Doctor.
Yeah, and neither do we know why anybody would actually take the risk of trying to flip off the evil switch in a man who has killed over 2,000 people. He gets up very early in the morning, this guy. He's got a lot to do. But honestly, I had more questions when I finished this comic than when I started reading it, and that can often be a bad thing. Here it's a very good thing.
Yeah, it's a very, very good thing, I think. And I think it's a testament to Spencer's writing. Yes, like we said, it's very dialogue heavy, but I was pretty much hooked on every word. I was really intrigued by what the heck was going on. Add to that Riley Rossmo's artwork. It's fantastic. In the flashback scenes, you've got these really stark black and white, and then the present days it's more textured, it's more complicated. You kind of get this really nice image of the two sides of Madder Red's psyche within the artwork, which I think was really nice.
I could not agree more. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Rossmo's work, have been since I read Cowboy Ninja Viking. And I mean, if that title's shown us anything, it's that this guy knows how to draw madness.
Yeah, which is a great thing, because that is essentially what this is all about. It's about madness. I was a little concerned in the early present day scenes that Madder Red had kind of just become this shuffling, lobotomized, not actually
He doesn't talk much or anything like that.
But as the book progresses, you kind of begin to realize that no, he's just as intelligent, just as witty, and just as insane as he was to begin with. It's just now he appears to have his evil cut out somehow.
But for how long?
Well, yes.
And I think that's the engine that's going to keep this title running. Certainly, I mean, how is a man that's this insane going to be able to stay on the side of the angels? And I think that question alone will keep me going for quite a while on this one. This is a really interesting new title, and I'm giving it an unequivocal buy.
Nice.
I was really impressed by this one. I'm definitely going to hang on to it. Even if you don't go a bundle on the long dialogue and the story doesn't get you, the artwork probably will. So give it a look. You'll not be disappointed.
Well, as you know, I kind of finished it and put it down and went, I'm not talking about this for about a day.
What did you think? Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. Because this book actually really did kind of creep me out. It unnerved me and made me feel a little unsafe. Kind of like I was prey. It's really disturbing. But Am I going to keep reading it? Well, heck yeah, I'm going to keep reading it.
Cool.
I was so intrigued by Matter Red and by the Good Doctor and this kind of overarching conspiracy. Add to that, you know, I loved Cowboy Ninja Viking as well, but I really think Rossmo has kind of hit a really nice stride in this, and I'm interested to see how it's going to develop on. It's definitely a buy from me as well, but be warned, you might get a case of the major heebie-jeebies at the end of it.
There's some to be had.
Yeah, yeah.